Hello again, YouTube. This is the truth, man. Giving you the truth. I told y'all this is the video factory. We mass producing over here. And why are we mass producing? Because the brainwashing, which we're going to talk about later on a little bit. We ain't going to go all the way in like I can go all the way in. But we're going to talk about it a little bit. Trying to watch these people. But on this video, I want to talk about what Vivica Fox said and what some other, everybody has an opinion on the Kevin Samuels situation. And most of them, it's because they're not really spiritual people. They're not really spiritual. Like they don't have like biblical wisdom and how to live their lives. So they're emotionalists. And emotionalism comes from the devil herself, where you basically judge things based on how you feel about it, not based on what's best, right from wrong, so on and so forth. Well, everybody from Dr. Umar Johnson to Vivica Fox, a lot of people, on both sides of this. You had the Wayans brother, Marlon, I believe it was, who came out positively. But you have many people talking about karma, this. Okay, and that's the point I want to get on this. This ain't about karma, man. If you think that the Most High will bypass them peoples and all these other people who keep the streets hot, who could really change things with the laws they pass, but with them peoples, so on and so forth. If this was about karma, then Kevin Samuels would have had to get in line. And Vivica Fox tried to say this is karma. I just made a video on 9 ways that you could tell women like Pookies, and Vivica Fox, in case you're wondering, was the inspiration for the video. Because if you notice, just look at the guys she done dealt with. She didn't deal with the business-minded, intellectual 50 Cent that says a lot of intellectual things and is a pure genius in terms of business in some ways. That ain't the 50 Cent she was with. She was with the gangster 50 Cent, the 9-time shot 50 Cent, the Pookie 50 Cent. But when you have a person like Kevin Samuels, who came and got richer than her in a short period of time, you're going to have some jealousy. Because let's be honest, black people don't stop being jealous when they become celebrities. They're going to be whatever they are as celebrities. So if they was a jealous type, if they was the Jezebel type, whatever type they were, if they don't do anything to change the negative aspects of it, which you change that by allowing the life force of the Most High to get in you and start cutting away things and people. That's the way you change it. If you don't do that, then you're going to be the same person. The same woman who got her heart broke 9 to 10 times. So now she got a problem with men, and they purposely bring guys in so they can not let them get a word in, which is disrespectful. And it proves that you don't have confidence in your debatable abilities. When you don't let a person get a word in, they should just say, oh, this conversation's over. This conversation's over. That's how I do people now. Because this is what people, I'm known for debating. Like, I don't debate like I used to, because the older I get, the wiser I get. And the wiser I get, the more I see how dumb some of these people really are. Let's just be honest about it. You can have money and be dumb in terms of your inner man, your inner being. If you listen, I might acknowledge the wealth that a person builds. But if the whole essence of your wealth comes from being with them people, you don't even count. You don't even count. Because that's like cheating. That's like you and the other person, y'all say, y'all finna play Monopoly, and y'all say, well, we just gonna deal with each other. That's what that's like. So you don't count. If you win, or the other person that you had that agreement with win, then from overall standpoint, it don't count. The people are, as soon as they can't beat you, what's next? Insults. They couldn't beat Kevin Samuels. They can't beat me. You can't beat many others in this manosphere. Coach Greg Adams, you ain't gonna beat him. Black Ram, you ain't gonna beat him. Some of these guys have more knowledge than just about women. That's why people can't beat them. And so, what are you supposed to do when you can't beat somebody? You're supposed to join them, but not in this cancel culture. If you can't beat them, slander them. That's how it is. It's not if you can't beat them, join them. It's if you can't beat them, slander them. That's what people do now. They can't beat people, so they slander. Anything anybody come out with, them people, agents, whatever, they gonna believe it because they want to believe you a bad person. So anything that somebody accuse you of, they gonna believe it. All your enemies, all your ops, all the jealous spectators are going to believe anything. Oh, I shouldn't be rubbing my eyes, but that's poor etiquette on camera. I apologize. But they gonna believe it. Now, she also said things about Kevin Samuels being a hypocrite because secretly she's saying he liked it BBWs or whatever. But he condemned them on camera. Now listen, he did, but everything he said about BBWs or whatever was not him condemning them for their size. Some of those things that I heard him say, he was condemning them for not knowing what guys that they want. The high value man, according to money, high value man is more than money, but he was more speaking in terms of wealth, what they like. And he mastered the algorithm on YouTube. Like, let's just be honest about it. I'm still trying to figure it out because, boy, they be on me like white on rice. Like, I done had strikes. I done had copyright strikes. I done had a strike, medical misinformation, all type of stuff. So, but you have people like Vivica Fox. You have people like Dr. Umar Johnson is sneak jabbing. You have others with a lot to say about this man, and if you wasn't saying this stuff when he was alive, it don't even count. It don't even count. Like, at least some people were saying this stuff when he was alive. Like Ringo. Like, it's obvious that Ringo just was slicing and dicing them like he normally does. That's what he does. That's what he's known for. So if he makes comments, then I view it differently because he was making those same comments while he was alive. I don't believe in people all of a sudden, especially Facebook people, like you in the matrix, like you completely in the matrix. Your hands, feet, your mind, everything is in the matrix. You won't even come up with your own style of dress. You try to go where people go, do what people do. You are a matrix person. And these are the people I told y'all. I read a lot of comments, man. I done told y'all that on many occasions. Whether it be Facebook, whether it be Twitter, whether it be on Yahoo. One of the things I like to do every time I get a chance is to read comments. And what I'm noticing is that black women and some black men, little white knight, Captain Save-a-Hos, Yeah, I said it. But they all ain't whole. They all ain't 304s. But these guys that I'm talking about, they are literally trying to be a hero for the thoughts, black women. Instead of trying to get them to just be honest about who you've been as a person, change, and then accept whatever consequences that you have to face in your life for being that person. No, these guys, like the one preacher who said, I don't care how many bodies. You are the person and the type of person that I would never go to your church. Because you don't know enough. You don't know enough to tell me anything or teach me. Now, some things I'll be, a little more lenient. Like when you're talking about money, this, that, and the other, I'll be a little more lenient. But this thing called relationships is very important. So if you don't have a proper understanding with that, I can't listen to you, because guys are going to be in family court if they listen to you. If they go for women with that high body count, what's the chances that she is going to be the type of person that she needs to be a good wife, good mother, the whole entire duration of the relationship? It's not. Listen, if you were getting touched on, even, it don't matter the entrance. If you were getting touched on, that changed your psyche. Because like I say, the mind don't know what type of sexual activity is going on. The mind of a woman takes all sexual activity the same. And that's why you can have a woman with 20 bodies and a woman with no bodies or one body. They on the same mindset when it comes to men. Because if she only had like 1, 2, maybe 3 bodies, but yet she let guys touch on her areas 10, 15 times, in her mind, that's 10 and 15 bodies. That's just the way it works. A virgin didn't do nothing is different from a virgin that was doing stuff or different stuff. That's just a fact. Now, the hypocrisy thing, she talked about him being a hypocrite or whatever. Listen, a guy has the right to like something or change what he likes. Listen, Kevin Samuels was goo goo gaga over Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner ain't little. She's not like what they call a long back or a flat back. Coach Greg Adams, shout out to Coach Greg. He's the first person I heard using that. But he liked it her, and he liked it. He did an interview with the what they call Blasian, the half Asian business girl, and he was goo goo gaga on the rim. That's why all that. Listen, I'm not vouching for the man's sexuality, but clearly his sexuality included women. Now, that dude, and I don't even want to bring that up. I don't want to bring that up because I don't believe in bringing up negative stuff after a person has passed away. Whether it be Michael Jackson, Prince, whoever, Martin Luther King, it don't matter. But it's people like Vivica Fox and that little panel she on, a bunch of angry black women. I know people want to act like there's no such thing. That is a lie. I know many of them. But you can't summarize them all to say they all like that. Because I know, look at Amber Turd. So you have to clarify yourself in videos like this. And I'm clarifying myself. This is not talking about all. This is talking about who it pertains to. And who it pertains to is the black women who attack guys in their lives, on their platforms, and their comments about these topics. Trying to take up for Jada Pinkett, trying to take up for or talk against Kevin Samuels, trying to take up for Ayesha Curry, Lisa Bonet, and yet guys continue to allow these type of women to hide. I'm not allowing you to hide no more, but I'm gonna be fair about it. I know if I know somebody who consistently is the total opposite, I'm gonna give them their credit. But where they at? I'm looking. Where they at? Where they at? Because all I see is Vivica Fox, Jada, Ayesha Curry, and then their husbands cape for them and be simps. I'm gonna show you what makes you a simp. Not taking up for your wife. What makes you a simp is if you are what Vivica Fox, where she has a point, is guys do be hypocrite. Like if Steph Curry is messing with anybody, then he's a hypocrite for not being honest and saying, yeah, we got an open marriage. That's what makes him a hypocrite. Her too. Y'all need to stay out of our business. Okay, is it true or not? No. Okay, we'll stay out your business. If it's true, then you need to be exposed because you are creating more delusion. It's like the seed of delusion is being planted by people like Jada Pinkett, by people like Ayesha Curry, by people like Vivica Fox, who has a comment, she wants to talk about a man who has passed away, how he's a hypocrite, and karma came. But yet if we check your ex-boyfriends, it's some pookies in there. Now what do? Oh, you broke. You broke. Listen, Kevin Samuels proved it don't make sense to call people broke because they can become rich overnight. I could go get a Powerball ticket and be richer than all these people, except for maybe Bezos and a few others. So it don't even make sense to call people broke or to respect or disrespect people based on what they have, because that could change overnight. And then they ain't gonna want to deal with you. If they anything like me, you disrespecting them when they down, they ain't gonna want to deal with you. You really putting force fields in front of yourself with these people. Because if they smart, you was dissing them when they ain't had nothing. Like let's say in high school, let's say a guy tried to come to somebody, right? And they dissed him. Called him a lame, called him a square, called him this, that. But then he does things right in his life. And now he's well-to-do. You done had a couple babies with Pookies and Ray Rays. If he's smart, he wouldn't have nothing that he wouldn't do. Now, Boyce Watkins, I'm not one of the people who disrespect Boyce Watkins. But I understand some of the attacks that people put on Boyce Watkins because, let's be honest, that black love stuff is mostly non-existent. It exists, but it's so small in its existence. I'm talking about masculine man, woman who submits to him, not passive dude who wife likes him because, we ain't talking about that. From a financial standpoint, Boyce Watkins, and for many, I like Boyce Watkins. Other than that, but I'm not the type of person that holds stuff against him. I get what he's trying to do. Like he is the definition of a pro-black. Like Kevin Samuels. Y'all can say what y'all want. Kevin Samuels was a pro-black. That's just a fact. But people don't like pro-blacks. People don't like people who live the truth and tell the truth. And people definitely don't like you if you tell the truth. Whether you live it or not, they don't like the truth. Why? Because they're emotionalists. Because they're underdeveloped in terms of their wisdom and knowledge. Some people, all they watch is sports. These are the people that's attacking Kevin Samuels, and that's why I keep talking about this. You a dude that only smash females, watch sports, eat, and work your little 9 to 5. But you attack people like Kevin Samuels. You attack Trump when you got Biden, and I'm not disrespecting him, any condition he might be dealing with. But you voted for somebody that's shaking people's hands. It's not there. And I hope whatever, I want to see him get better physically. I do. I don't have nothing against him other than some of the stuff he's vouching for and has vouched for. But you have people, they voted for him out of pure H-A-T, you know the rest, we playing hangman. Then, oh, don't you dare talk about black women. They all queen. Look up the definition. Somebody dropped this knowledge and I was in one of Coach Greg's lives. And one of I can't remember which one, but it was another YouTuber or somebody that was in the live that said, look up the definition of queen, Q-U-E-A-N. And then look at the word queen. You do it. I ain't gonna even tell you because I want you to look it up. So, yet we have another insult. Y'all saying they all queens. Okay. How can you be a queen and you won't even submit to a king? To see the Queen of England, there was reasons why she became the queen. She was next in line. But in terms of all of you, how can you say that you are a queen when you won't submit and stick to one king? Some of y'all ain't even concubines. You got too many partners. Girl, he little. Girl, y'all already know I already talked about that. If you had a hymen, this wouldn't even be an issue. You wouldn't even be able to tell the difference. If you ain't been touched, you wouldn't know. Some women was watching POR, fill in the blank, we playing hangman. So now they're bringing that mind to the marriage. Like I told y'all, you can be a virgin, but yet you're not a virgin because of things you saw and did. The mind don't know the difference. But these are the people that's attacking Kevin Samuels and the black manosphere. It's people like Vivica Fox, like Umar, who he wanted. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to criticize him right here. And I ain't got nothing against him. If he does what he says, that would be a wonderful thing, and I will support it. But I've been to one of his conferences, if you want to say. And it's like he came off, and somebody else that was there that I used to work with, said the same thing. He came off as, all of y'all women should be with me. All of y'all women should want me. And all of you guys in here, I'm better than y'all. That's how he came off. Now, I admit, the way I was dressed, if a person was judging me, they would say I was a dope boy. I had on the Nike boots, the little denim suit. They would say I was a dope boy. The gold watch, I don't know. That's just how I wanted to dress that day. And it's like, it almost seemed like he was throwing little sideways shots towards me. Because of some of the stuff he was saying, he was looking right where I was sitting. But I don't got nothing against him. I don't believe in, because I know how to tell the truth. And the fact of the matter is that black people are too jealous, too non-knowledgeable to even speak on some of this stuff. Too jealous, too non-knowledgeable. You spend 8 hours trying to set up and smash. If this is you ain't no. But I gotta close this video. It's getting too long. I'm out here working. This is the truth, man. The channel is the No Matrix. No taking shots at people who are in eternity. That's Matrix behavior. If you want to take shots at somebody, take them while they're alive, where they can at least come back at you if they choose to. And black women, no simping, thinking that black women can't do or say nothing wrong. Look at the crime rates in the cities. Look at how many of their sons are gunning people down in the cities. But, oh, don't you dare say something about his mother, though. And how many of those are because their father was trying to raise those boys and you were trying to control them? How many of those guys that's doing this stuff had good fathers that were ran off by pookie-loving mothers in the black community? Give me some knowledge. We probably can't even number it. Because I've had to battle them too in corrections. They call, hey, I don't want my son on Howard Pod. And all I was doing was making him follow rules, showing him that you had to follow rules. I ain't do nothing that can even be. They were coming at me left and right. The workers, the sheriffs. All I was doing is trying to show them how a man thinks and how a man conducts himself. And they mamas was, I don't want my son on Howard Pod. Your son trying to buck up against me like I'm a punk. But it's me, though. It's me. It's not him. It's me. I don't want my son on Howard Pod. I've been through this, man. You can't. I've seen every facet of black women, man. You can't say they're the only ones that do stuff, but you can't take up for them either. And some stuff I don't even reveal on here, but I got a lot of ammunition. I could talk about just about any black woman that I know about some of the negative things they do and say. Any single one. But I can't say it's just them, because you got people like Amber Turd. You got the Chinese lady who her husband was a doctor and she was getting just obliviated. You got same thing going on in every race, man. But thanks for watching.